We'll call the meeting to order. Thanks everybody for being here. I do want to acknowledge and welcome, we have a new commissioner, Commissioner Cecil. Thanks for joining us. Feel free to ask questions and play along with us up here. We have a good time.
Sounds good.
We're very short agenda today, so we'll get right moving. There's an agenda in front of you. Is there a motion to approve the order of agenda?
Yes.
All right.
Second.
Moved in second. Any discussion? If not, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Same sign. Motion passes. Moving on to item B, the minutes from our April 2nd meeting. Everybody get a chance to review those? If not, if you did, I'd take a motion.
So moved.
Moved in second. Any discussion? Hearing none. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Same sign. Motion passes. Moving on to our lengthy agenda. Thanks, Elena. I'll see, Miranda almost missed it.
Yeah.
It's gonna be this
Good
one.
morning. So today's agenda item is Rocking Horse Farm 7th edition. This is a minor subdivision and zone change. The subject property is located on this portion of 51, 55, 59th Street South. For reference, this is 52nd Avenue South, Veterans Boulevard, and this is the new West Fargo Meadowlark Elementary School. The top image was taken facing northwest, looking across the subject property from 52nd Avenue South, and the bottom image was taken looking southeast across the subject property from 51st Avenue South. The current zoning is agricultural, and the proposed zone change is to limited commercial and a CO. The CO consists of our standard conditional overlay items that are requested along arterial roadways. So the applicant is requesting a minor subdivision. This is a replat of the southeast quarter of the section 32 township 139 north, range 49 west, to be entitled Rocking Horse Farm 7th edition. The subdivision is creating 2 new lots from 1 larger lot. Both lots will take access from 51st Avenue South, and both lots are proposing the zone change from agricultural to limited commercial with the conditional overlay. To date, staff has received 1 inquiry regarding the subject property with no noted concern. Mike Love from Houston Engineering is here to answer any questions that you might have. And staff's recommendation is for approval as shown on the screen and in your staff report. And that concludes staff's presentation.
Thanks, Elena. Any questions for staff? Seeing none. Mr. Love, you have anything to add?
I'd just like to say that Mr. Promisberger.
Could you introduce yourself for the record, please?
Yes, Mike Love, Houston Engineering, representing Ken Promisberger and Jan Promisberger, the applicants. I'd just like to say for the record that we really appreciate planning staff's efforts in working with us with the conditional overlay language. The first draft that we got felt was a little restrictive for what Mr. Promisberger is trying to accomplish out there. So they were very gracious to work with us to massage some of the language and come up with something that we were both happy with. So other than that, I'm here for any questions.
Thank you. Good to hear. Any questions for the applicant?
Yeah, I have one. It says here, high density, residential use, medium to high density. Can you explain that more clearly?
Are you referring to what we're looking to restrict?
What you're looking to build? For
Oh,
instance,
well,
apartment buildings or?
Yeah, currently the applicant has 1 interested party in lot 1. It's currently meant to be like a commercial use. Nothing is sold yet, but yeah, the intent is that it would be commercial property.
Don Morgan, maybe I can make a comment at that. So that is the growth plan layer that is saying that it is low to medium residential. But staff felt that because the adjacent properties are recommended to be commercial, that kind of flows into that same property. Also, the adjacent property to the west of where our subject property currently is is a commercial use, it's a daycare. So that commercial use is just kind of blending between that one property.
Okay, so what kind of commercial use are you anticipate?
Again, I'm not at liberty to say because it's not a officially closed deal, but I mean, it's a commercial building with multiple tenants is the intent.
Okay, thank you.
Any other questions for the applicant? Seeing none, is there anyone else in the audience that wishes to add anything? Is there anyone else in the audience? If not, we'll close the public hearing. Commissioners, what are your wishes?
I move to approve with the motion in the staff report.
Second.
Motion and a second. Any discussion? Seeing none, will you take the roll?
Morgan,
Aye.
Holtz,
Aye.
Rosenberg,
Aye.
Cecil,
Aye.
Stoffren,
Aye.
Tassa, Shui,
Aye.
Gunkelman,
Aye.
Schneider.
Aye. And the motion passes.
Thank you.
Thank you. You have anything else for us today?
No, I can give you a brief growth plan update since that's kind of been on our mind's eye for the last several months. We will have staff just received a draft of the kind of the latest draft of the plan where all the pieces are together, including a lot of the research related to kind of finance and engineering infrastructure. And so we should have a draft to be able to send to you here shortly within the next couple weeks, hopefully. And then probably we'll also be sending this out to our advisory committee and stakeholders as well. Obviously, it'd be a public comment period. And so we'll be really interested on your feedback, and we can schedule a brown bag or a presentation or something formal, more or informal, to talk through the growth plan information. And so, so just give you a quick update on that. So over the next 6 weeks. So we should be sending it out shortly, but then we'll have that public comment period and be receiving public comments as part of that process.
Yeah, thank you for that. Yeah, it was going to be my question is it for us to read and digest, or is there going to be an opportunity for the public to come to something and hear a presentation, I guess?
We're still working out next steps in terms of, there's probably both, it's probably both and,
Okay.
yeah.
Any other questions on that? Yeah, go ahead, Art.
LDC?
We are working on the LDC RFP, and probably, I would say, late August, early September, we'll have that draft RFP. Also, we'll want to get your feedback on that language on that RFP and goals, et cetera, that we're hoping to accomplish.
Yeah, I know several of us are interested in the LDC, so it'd be interesting to see the draft language before it goes out. Commissioner Shui, did you have a?
Well, just to add on to that, then how long do you anticipate the RFP process will last before true work starts on LDC?
It's usually about 6 weeks that we'll keep it open for the RFP. So the RFP and interview and selection process, I'm not going to beat around the bush, is a long process, about 8 to 10 weeks, 12 weeks. And so hopefully we'll be able to get started by the end of the year for kickstart of all of 2025. It probably just depends a little bit too how smoothly the growth plan adoption process goes.
That's right, yeah.
So does the length of time, is that influencing anyone's decisions as to moving forward with development in that southern area Fargo?
I don't believe so. I believe most of our developers, so, and especially in the south area of town, and Mark and Nathan can certainly speak to this, but most of that land is already optioned or owned by future developers who work closely with the city of Fargo or the Building Industry Association and are aware of either, kind of flood management constraints like the diversion and or LDC. We're trying to keep the growth plan and the diversion expectations and then land development code expectations, all kind of in line with the diversion expectations of of flood management.
Yeah, so the growth plan and all of it's gonna fold into one. And pretty much everybody who has a stake out there already knows pretty much about what the language is. Okay.
Well, thank you for the update. Any other updates or staff if you have, I mean, commissioners, if you have anything? Now I'd take a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Let's see, is that a record?
Yeah, all in favor, say aye, I guess. We don't even really need it, but, okay.
Aye.
We're adjourned.